Hello. So today I'm gonna be explaining and telling about my OC, Vanessa's backstory. Spoiler alert for people who haven't read Vanessa's backstory on my community tab. Alright, here are the characters: Vanessa, Thomas, who's Vanessa's older brother, Vanessa's mother, no name, Vanessa's father, no name, and Carissa and Brian, who are Vanessa's youngest twin siblings who got born at the end. So let me start the story. Vanessa and Thomas had two parents who fought a lot because Vanessa's mother went to parties very often and never paid the bills for their home. Vanessa's father was the scariest. He had anger issues, which means every time he fought with Vanessa's mother, he would throw things in the floor, example, a vase or a plate, etc. So Vanessa would hear them fight every day for the smallest things ever. But Thomas, Vanessa's older brother, would distract Vanessa from the fighting of their parents by distracting her with toys or simple things for a child. Some months later, Vanessa's mother was pregnant with Brian and Carissa, and one day Vanessa's parents told Vanessa and Thomas that they're going to their grandparents to visit them. But some minutes later, Thomas got a phone call that their parents got on a car accident. So Thomas and Vanessa went to the location where their parents caused the accident. Then they saw something traumatizing. Carissa and Brian were born on the accident with blood, etc. Then the ambulance came and took Vanessa's parents and Carissa and Brian to the hospital. Some minutes later at the hospital, the doctor told them that their parents died and it was too late. But luckily, Brian and Carissa were saved and they didn't die because of luck. Then some days later, Vanessa and Thomas, with Brian and Carissa on a baby stroller, were on their parents' grave with a depressing look. Then some other days later, Thomas and Vanessa were taking care of Brian and Carissa, but obviously they couldn't pay the bills because they were children and not adults. So money was running out, and Vanessa had a brilliant idea. She would open a lemonade stand and sell them for $1 each. Then some days later, Vanessa wasn't earning enough money to pay the bills. Then a lady walked up to her and said, "Hey, you girl, just do something else than rather selling lemonade juice. You're ugly and no boy will ever love you." That was an emotional damage for Vanessa, so she stopped selling lemonade juice and got very insecure about herself. Later on, Vanessa, Thomas, and Brian and Carissa went on to live to their grandparents' house because they got kicked out of the house because of the bills. Some years later, Vanessa became 14, and that's the day where she changed her looks and cut her hair. One day later, Vanessa was walking on the streets alone. Then she bumped with Chloe, and that's when her entire life changed completely. So Vanessa talked with Chloe and told her about her problems. Then Chloe asked her parents to pay Vanessa's family's bills. Then Vanessa's life became normal again, and her friendship with Chloe grew stronger because of that. And let me show you how Vanessa's parents look. Now let me show you how young Thomas and young Vanessa looked. Before I end this video, I would like to say a fact about Vanessa. So Vanessa once had a friend when she was about 10 years old. Her name was Laisa, and she was known as Vanessa's ex-friend. And you're wondering why ex-friend? Because Laisa used Vanessa for popularity, and then she betrayed her when Vanessa was 13. And this is how Laisa looks like. This picture is Laisa now, 16 years old. Yeah, it gives Mean Girl vibes. Why? Because Laisa is heavily inspired by Regina George from the Mean Girls movie of the 2000s. And that's all. Sorry if Vanessa's story is kind of glitch and maybe not that original, but whatever, because I'm maybe not that good at creating stories. Anyway, tell me on the comments below of what you think about Vanessa's story. And I know that some of you will forget to comment or maybe don't know what to comment. Sobs. And I'm also currently writing Isamu and Amain's backstory since some of you guys promised on the survey about my channel. Bye and have a nice day.